Alrighty, how we doing? In this video and in this live webinar, we're going to talk about some crypto, talk about some things that are happening in the world. If you're watching a replay, give me a hashtag replay in the chat. If you're watching this thing live, always appreciate everybody that has the notifications on. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that button. Let's get into it. I want to share a little bit of really some thoughts. We haven't streamed here in about a week. And yeah, it's been a great day. Let me know how your day is going in the chat. DefiLlama.com, pretty cool website. Before I get to that, I want to pull this up real quick. I saw this tweet. What's good? I see you guys in the chat. Soul chat is going crazy. Yup. What's up? Subo live in the building. All right. So in 2021, Solana pumped 10,000%. In 2022, Caspa pumped 5,000%. In 2023, Injective pumped 4,000%. And I think you get the point. I saw this tweet and I kind of laughed. Because if you ask some people in the stock world, which I am heavily involved in stocks as well, it's two completely different worlds, crypto and stocks. Now, obviously, crypto is extremely early and comparing it to the stock market's really not fair. But in the chat, let me know, what altcoin do you think is going to be the biggest performing project of this year? I think we are going to see some new projects come to life. I think we're going to see some old projects make a comeback. And I think we're about to see a whole ton of money come into this space. So excited that you're here. Spend some time out. I was also just looking at this. Today was a very big day on Ethereum, right? We had the Denkun upgrade, which was basically one of the biggest events for Ethereum, right? Proto Dank sharding, which basically means in simple math terms that layer two projects like Optimism, like Arbitrum, like Base, right? Coinbase's Base. Take a look at this. After 2 years of hard work, Blobs, which is basically this new update on Ethereum, are now live on Base. Before, those transactions cost about 31 cents, and today you can see a transaction here that somebody did on Coinbase's Base network. Now, Coinbase's Base network does not have a token yet. And I am excited to really watch. And I'm going to make sure like my inner circle students know like about upcoming Base projects. Like there's going to be a lot of projects built on the Coinbase Base network. And if you haven't guessed it already, Coinbase is probably going to make sure that those projects have the right attention, if you get what I'm saying, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you get what I'm saying. And I'm over here looking at this on the right-hand side. Nuggets and Heat. The damn Miami Heat cannot beat the Nuggets. So really bullish, but take a look at this. Base fees on Ethereum are still pretty expensive. I was looking to take out, right, some of my staked looks rare tokens, and guess what? Just to withdraw out of a staking pool, it was costing me like $150. It's not that I can't afford the $150. There's just better blockchains than Ethereum right now. There's just lower fees in other places, and those places are getting a lot of attention. Obviously, if you haven't seen the Solana chart, pretty cool. So really in this live video, I want to talk briefly and really focus solely on DeFi, right? How many people experience the DeFi summer? Okay, how many people experienced the DeFi summer? Right, you had DeFi really in 2020 with like Compound and Aave. I mean, they just had a crazy run. Whole DeFi market topped out at almost 200 billion. And then we went into like a bear market. You guys probably remember that. But what that has allowed, and these are the top protocols on DeFi Llama. And, you can really clearly see here, TVL 40 billion, Eigenlayer. This is a brand new project. A lot of excitement, a lot of money is flowing into this project right here. They don't have a token yet. And in this video, I'm going to show you in a couple minutes a place on this website that you can get info on different airdrops. So stick with me for the next couple of minutes and share this out. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, stop, drop, like, and subscribe. Okay, so a couple things that I look at here is obviously TVL, right? Total value locked. That's money in staking and lending and borrowing protocols and yield farming, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And you can see here 1 month change. A lot of money has flown into this space. Now, a couple things that I really want to look at is the fees, right? The 24-hour fees, the revenue. Okay, not all of them show that. But what I want to do is I actually want to break this into different blockchains. So let's actually start with ETH, and then we'll go down a couple of the lists here. So we can see here Lido, right? Liquid staking for Ethereum. The first real project that has a token is Aave. Aave has $10 billion in TVL. And if we go to CoinGecko, we can see here that Aave, this is some basic things that you need to know in crypto. Okay. Over 10 billion according to CoinGecko in TVL, but the market cap is 2 billion. This is really nice. These are good tokenomics. I'm not going to go into that. If you guys have not yet read my free book, DefiEbook.com, it's literally 11 pages, and a kindergartner can read this damn book and understand tokenomics. So feel free to grab that. Okay. It's free, so there's no pitch. Okay. So there you go. So you look at Aave, let's just look at it from a standpoint of previous, where has it been? It's had an $8 billion market cap before. We're at 2 billion right now. If ETH goes and creates a new all-time high, what do you think this is going to do? I could really see Aave getting back to $500 to $800 a token personally on this next run. And yes, I obviously am a holder of Aave, so I will disclose that. Here you have Maker, number 2. These kind of go back and forth. Maker's looking to do some really interesting things here. Uniswap. And one thing that I like to always look for, okay, this is free game here on YouTube today, is look at when the token is not moving in price, but the TVL is going up. If you see what I call DeFi divergence, right? Token price is staying the same, but the TVL is starting to increase. It's a great sign. It's probably a great buying opportunity for that project. We saw it with Compound around $38. The TVL was going up, but the price was still sticking around $34, $40. So a lot of opportunity. Now I'm going to jump over here to Solana's dead network, because this thing was dead, down and out. People were talking so much shit, like literally about a year ago. 1 year ago today, one Solana was worth $20. Now it's worth 166, and now everybody wants to get involved in crypto. So, but I don't care about that. What I care about are the ecosystem, right? What's the ecosystem? If Solana's price was going up by itself, and there was no ecosystem around it, I would be very skeptical that we would have another Terra Luna situation. RIP Terra Luna. How many of you guys are OGs enough to remember even Terra Luna in the chat? Let me know if you remember that. If you're still going to therapy, I know a lot of people going to therapy. I met somebody yesterday, and they had all their Terra Luna in Voyager, which Terra Luna went down, Voyager went down, both things went down. Absolutely down, Breaking Bad. Okay, so here you can see TVL on Jito, Camino's got 1 billion, Marinade's got 1 billion, and then there's really like this gap. There's like a gap in all of these projects that I think could get $1 billion in TVL. So what does this mean? It means I should probably pay attention to these middle projects. Okay. This parcel project is very interesting. Is anybody in real estate watching right now? Let me know if you're a real estate agent. Don't be shy. You might be able to sell a house in this chat here. This is really where I'm spending a lot of time. There's a lot of these projects down here. Also, this is a way to find projects. For example, like Saber. Saber has about $21 million in TVL. But when you look at the token price, now this is a very small coin. I would not encourage you to buy this at all. This is a micro cap coin, but there's still, for some reason, $21 million here. Now, I don't know if somebody forgot their money, but when I see something like this, I don't know. I don't know what to think. What's up, Brandon? Come on, guys. Smash the like button if you see that. I appreciate that. And feel free, you guys can become friends in the chat, talk to each other, connect on social media. The chat's a safe place. So when I see TVL and I see a token price not going up, I would pay attention. I'm not telling you to buy anything here, but this is how I find projects. I look for where money's flowing in TVL, and then I go do some research. Now, I'm not going to show you the exact process. You can go to DefiEbook.com. I'll put it in the chat, and I actually give some of those websites that I look at to do some research. But yeah, you can see here, Solana had a $10 billion in TVL. We're not even halfway there, and Solana is ripping right now, literally through 166. We're at a $73 billion market cap here today, and I was showing this to my students earlier. I want you to take a look at something here. I'm not saying it's going to happen on this run. If you guys have watched my video in my channel, it's titled Ethereum versus Solana. I would go watch that video, and I show the chart comparison. This may be possible in this run, maybe not. I don't know. 4 a.m. in Greece, Mike is worth it. I appreciate that. Stelios, appreciate that. Soul Card. Yep, I'm hearing about Soul Card. Not going to talk about it right now, but yeah. Smash the like and share. Appreciate you, the garage. So, could we see something like this? I don't know. Maybe we do. And then we look at stuff like Binance Smart Chain, right? Binance Smart Chain still has $6 billion in TVL. Now, majority of that comes through two different projects. I'm not the biggest fan of Binance Smart Chain. BNB, this thing is absolutely on a tear, up 43% this week. BNB said, what pullback, bruh? What pullback? I mean, BNB is one of those projects that never retraced 80% of the whole move, and it just is now about to create an all-time high. All-time high is 686. This is trading at 615. Woof. BNB is going to create an all-time high before Ethereum. Hopefully that money leaves and goes somewhere else. So I don't know why Bitcoin is on here. That pisses me off. You have Polygon here. There's really not a lot of money here. I used to like QuickSwap. I don't know what they're doing. I have some QuickSwap somewhere in some wallet. They got two tokens, the new one, the old one. It's still a low cap project. Polygon just really is not, it's really just not impressing me. To be real, I thought Polygon was going to do some Solana type moves, and they're just not. Oh, maybe because they're built on a layer one. They're a layer two, but they're working with Ethereum, which is fees are still a major issue. So I don't know. Maybe it's that. You have base here, 600 million in TVL. These are some projects I'm going to be researching here, most likely in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so DeFi Llama, that's the overview. One thing I love to look at, and put a 1 in the chat if that's been helpful so far. Let me know. And if you guys have questions, you guys can always come on my YouTube and ask questions. I'm just really just hanging out with y'all. I do have another call here in a few minutes, so we are about to wrap this up. And if you're watching this live, if you're watching this replay, give me a hashtag replay in the chat. So one thing I look at here is on-chain volume, okay? On-chain volume. Let's scroll down here and let's go all the way to the right-hand side. ETH, Tron, BSC. Now, this is based on, I don't know what this list is based on, what it's putting it at, but here you can see 24-hour on-chain volume. Let's just make this really clear, everybody. ETH had 500 million in volume. Tron had 40 million. Binance Smart Chain had $1 billion day in volume. Arbitrum 260, and Sol coming in at 1.5 billion dollars in volume. Now, why is that? Why are people using Solana more than other blockchains? Somebody tell me in the chat. It's two words: cheaper fees. New technology is launching. Yes, we talked about Soul Chat. I actually have a video coming out on Soul Chat and some speculation that should be dropping in the next day or two. We recorded it earlier today. Look at this, 1174. We talked about this at a $50 million market cap, a couple days ago. Not because of me, but because of the technology. You guys want to see that? You want to see that video real quick? Take a look at this video. You literally have this, one of the co-founders of Solana on a FaceTime video. Look at this. Look at this. Watch him share his screen. Like, what? Sharing your screen in an encrypted place? Interesting. Interesting. You can use Soul Chat on your computer. You can use it on any phone, any device. It's not just for Androids, I don't believe. So that's just one example of some technology being built on Solana. You're obviously seeing the DeFi side of Solana get a lot of attention right now as well. But you can just see volume doesn't lie. And you know why? Okay, the fees are not showing up here, but sometimes you'll see the fees, and it's like a tenth of the fees of Ethereum. So overview is obviously all of DeFi. Chains, I look for volume. Airdrops, okay? This is what a lot of people want to know. What this airdrops tab shows you is tokenless protocols. Now, what does that mean? Cryptocurrencies that are new that don't have a token yet. Okay, let me know in the chat if that makes sense. Tokenless protocols that don't have a token, mean that they don't have a token yet. And they might create a token and give it to people that are using the network. So here is a list of projects, okay? One of them that definitely has my attention is this one. Why? Wait, hold on. Nope, never mind. It has $85 in TVL. I lied. This one, wait, hold on. This is in million. This one is $85. This one is in million. Okay? This one has $12 million in TVL. This has $6 million in TVL. So look, can we just rotate this? Yeah, let's just do it like this. Let's just do it like this. So these are the top projects right here that have projects that don't have a token yet. So you can see here, there's a lot of liquid restaking protocols that are starting to come about. Help DAO, Eigenlayer, SummerFi, Spark. These are where you should pay Portal Coin. This one is really interesting. This is where you should pay attention to. Okay. What are protocols? These are just different coins that solve different problems. So you can click on it. You can go to the company's website, go to the company's Twitter, do your own research, right? Stake Ethereum across multiple protocols at once. This is Eigenlayer. This is a restaking project. Let me know in the chat if you guys want me to do a video on this restaking concept. Okay, let me know if you want me to do a video on this restaking concept. So like all of these projects, I would be paying attention to because they don't have a token yet. And usually what happens is they eventually reward you. Now you can see here, this was a great investment. They raised $150 million and they're already at 12 billion in TVL. Pretty powerful there. Kelp DAO, this is another project that's on my radar. Their website was actually crashing this week. Let's see if it's yeah, it's still down. Is that bullish, bearish? What do y'all think? Let's see if their Twitter's down, because that would be sketchy. Let's see. Probably follow them. Now their Twitter's up. Native ETH restaking with the restaking on Arbitrum, you know, that means yeah, so they're getting ready to do their airdrop, it looks like. 20 million Egan layer points are now liquid thanks to Kelp. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So this is how I personally will look and find good projects in the airdrop. And then really last but not least, and then we're going to wrap this thing up here, is the unlock, okay? If you see, like Arbitrum just had a pretty big unlock. I don't think their project, the price fell. But if you see a project here where like 10% of their tokens are about to get released, that's a red flag. Like be careful because that's how you can get dumped on. And you can see a little bit of some bearish push there. But you can see these are just upcoming projects. You can see the amount of days and when those tokens are being unlocked. You can see this one's going into the governance. This one is going to the team and equity. This is going into team and investors. These are just things that if you're a crypto nerd, you want to know. And if you're an investor, you probably want to know as well. These are things that I research for all of my students and people that I coach and mentor and advise with. Okay. Another cool feature here on DeFi Llama, and I'm just really showing you guys DefiLlama.com. Pretty cool website here. You can actually find out some of the liquidation prices for some of the top wallets. I mean, a lot of these wallets have not added crypto, and a lot of these wallets, they put money in Maker, they borrowed against it in the past bear market, and they're never going to get probably liquidated. 540, 1200, highly, highly doubt it. And but you can see the transparency that's in crypto that's not in the stock market because you don't know what they're doing with your money. So just remember that. Any questions, drop it in the chat. I have a video coming out, guys, tomorrow. You'll see it's going to be a pretty dope video talking about Soul Chat, some of the other stuff in the Solana ecosystem. As we can see here, right now, the market is trading at $2.9 trillion. The all-time high, I believe, was about 3 trillion. So we're getting closer to that number, but keep in mind, I believe there's still a long way to go. Take profits on the way up. Go down into my videos. I made a video, 5 key reminders in a bull market to remember. Highly recommend going and watching that video.